Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Steven, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite rock albums from 1987. This was probably one of the last hurrahs for the hard rock genre, or the glam metal, as some people used to call it. They were all over the rock radio and video stations. Everywhere you went, you heard songs from these guys, and it was just a great time for me. I enjoyed them. I've played them to death. I still play them to this day. So these are some of my favorite rock albums, or hard rock albums if you want, from 1987. They're not in any particular order. These are just ones that have given me over the years tons of joy. This made my childhood fantastic, and it was the soundtrack to my childhood. So I'll start off with this one. This is Whitesnake, 1987, or the 87 album if you will. John Sykes on guitar. This is where he made a staple. Anybody heard this album? The guitar playing is phenomenal. It has enough commercial sheen on it, but yet it rocks really hard. So it got the guys involved and it's commercially accessible. So you can bring your girlfriend along to the shows. I saw them live opening up, I think, for Motley Crue, the Girls tour, and I was totally blown away, became a lifelong fan. So many great songs on here, and also the videos with the Tawny Katane dancing on the car. I was a young kid. You saw her dancing with that see-through white dress, and the rest is. I watched those videos over and over and over again, like every other 17, 18-year-old boy at the time. But the songs on here are fantastic. Still of the Night, love that song. Give Me All Your Love. Is This Love? The one of the greatest rock ballads of that year. Here I Go Again, phenomenal song. Then we have Crying in the Rain. I like also. Give Me All Your Love. I just think this is a phenomenal album. It rocks hard, tinge of blues, still a little tinge from the blues era from the Whites, not as much. It went full fledged commercial rock on this, but it sounds impeccable to this day still. I love this album. I play it from time to time, and it's made me a lifelong Whitesnake fan. If you've never heard of this album, you got to listen to this once in your life. Next up is probably one of the great comebacks in rock. This is Aerosmith's Permanent Vacation. People thought these guys were done. They come out with this album. It has enough of their attitude from the 70s with a new commercial sheen by Bruce Fairbairn, who had a magic touch to get them on radio and get them mass appeal again. Songs like Hearts Done Time, Magic Touch, Ragdoll. I know Aerosmith doesn't like this song, but Dude Looks Like a Lady is catchy as all hell. Angel, Down, the title track, Permanent Vacation, stellar album. Got them back to the masses and onto radio and video stations everywhere. This was one of the best comebacks ever, in my opinion. They came roaring back, although the next album even do better. But this is the starting point of Aerosmith's rebirth with the general public. Next up, we have again another incredible comeback band, a band we never thought would come back. Tragedy of the drummer losing his arm. 4 years they started an album, scrapped it, started again with Mutt Lange, and came out with arguably the greatest album of 19 or rock album. This is the defining sound of 1987. Is this album? It has everything you want. This is a greatest hits package, and that was Mutt Lange's goal: is to make every song a hit single, and they could be. Every song in here is phenomenal. Women, Rocket, Animal, Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Armageddon It, Hysteria, Excitable, Love and Affection, hit after hit after hit on this thing. Even if they weren't released as singles, they could be. Yes, it's layered. Yes, it's really, really accessible. It didn't rock as hard as some of their other albums, but this, again, hit after hit after hit. Like I said, this is a greatest hits package from an alternate dimension, and easily one of the defining albums of 1987. If you ever want to know what 87 sounded like, put this on and you'll understand. And that's all I got to say about it. Next up is probably one of the albums that really flipped things over. Speaking of Aerosmith, these guys reminded me of old school Aerosmith from the 70s, but they came out in 87. Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. These guys, I mean, what can I say? This is I think one of the last classic rock albums of my generation. Welcome to the Jungle, It's So Easy, Night Train, Mr. Brownstone, Paradise City, Sweet Child of Mine, Rocket Queen, everything on here. This is didn't sound as commercial at that time. It sounded loose, live in the studio, rebellious. It dripped of rebellion. It dripped of going against everything what the 80s sounded like. There wasn't too many albums that kind of went against it. This and probably the Cult Electric were the ones that kind of went, what? It doesn't sound anything of that time frame, but it just worked in that era. One of the best rock albums you'll ever hear in your lifetime. If you never heard this album, you need to hear this once in your life. So those are my choices for some of the best hard rock albums for 1970 for me. I'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts with us. Put your list down below. I'd love to hear from you. And this is Steven from the Aroundtable with my choices for best hard rock albums of 1987. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys.